if it's working. Ta-da! Oh, baby. I'm gonna clean up a bit. That stuff all over the place. Is that what I think it is? Doesn't smell like anything. Got the drying up pizza over here. It's been here for like 2 hours. Got this credit card with I almost showed you my credit card, dude. Because I have to pay the government. And this is stuff that came from the ceiling. The fucking thing broke. The dude forgot his eating. It was closed and the winter was really cold. He wasn't there. Busted some pipes all over the place. This one I had to take. Drenched inside this bowl here with some fucking towel. Paper towel. Now it's good, it's fixed. We're good. We're good. Gonna clean up a bit. And we're going to invest tonight.
I wish I was that certain about everything. Like whether or not.
So stick around. You don't want to miss this.
Life is full of uncertainties.
By the time you see it, you will have missed it. You will have missed the opportunity.
100% certainty before you apply. Plus,
You gotta know what you want to do.
what
you wanna take.
What's in your wallet?
Opportunity you want
See
to
our
take.
website for terms and conditions.
If Oral-B IO electric toothbrush had a theme song, this would be it.
Okay, that's better.
Only IO combines Oral-B.
I got a shirt, so I got pants.
Gentle micro vibrations for a brushing experience even dentists have hailed as literally
space.
the best brush I've ever used. Get the wow of a professional clean feel every day with the IO, the #1 brand used by dentists.
This.
Oral-B, brush like a pro.
Start the very bothering little brother fucking chat here. This is not. Which one is it? Not there? What? Maybe it's been too long. Where is it? Like the annoying as fuck chat. Should they be moved into bounds? I don't know, you show me. Try adding your account again. It's not what I want. It's not Catarino. Which TTS? See, it was gone.
TTS.
It is. Very good. Very good. Dude, I'm getting some takedown requests because of music and actually replaying some movies. And we're doing something. I got a strike on my YouTube. I counterclaimed it, and I don't know, I got told to fuck off, I think. Let's find out. Videos. My YouTube. Where is my YouTube? One copyright strike from this learning Spanish, which is here, which is public, by the way. The same exact fucking video. They didn't take it down. I don't know what the fuck, like, is going on. If you want to see the video, it's the one that I'm learning Spanish, watching these streamers. Strike added. This video is contributing to a copyright strike. Removed, ineligible, taken down, counter notification rejected. We think it's possible you are misusing our counter notification process. You're sure you have all the necessary rights to post the content? You may resubmit your request. Rejected. So I did that, and they did not. I'm not gonna do it again, but I'll show you the email. Thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it's unclear to us whether you have a valid reason for filing a counter notification, so we won't be able to honor your request. Can only be used as a result of a mistake or misidentification, which may include an exception like fair use. Well, it's fair use, bitch. Keep in mind that using this process may result in a claimant filing a lawsuit against you for copyright infringement, so you should evaluate your legal position. Which I don't have any, so we're gonna not care, because I just don't have the fucking leverage right now to do any of that. I want to go too far. Yeah, it's gonna give me some bullshit here. Display name Charles Lee. It's a reaction video and highly modified and unique to my content. That's what I said. It's a fucking reaction, and it just didn't go through. So, but it's still here. So who gives a fuck? Same exact thing. What's good? What's good? TTS. Mauvais garçon. Apparently. That's what's up. We're buying some magic cards. Look at this beauty, man. Let me try to make sure you can see it full screen and everything. Can't really see it too well. Arid Mesa. Need to flip it. Thing is flipped. Transform. Flip.
Nice man.
Vertically. Horizontally. Do you see it? Doesn't focus. It's a sick land. How much was that? 26 US, I think. 26 US for a foil, full art, fetch land. What are these times, man? What are these fucking times? Yeah. No, it's too good.
Sorry, $44 CAD.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I paid 25. Let me check my eBay purchase. It could have been on eBay. I don't know. I bought it at the same time I bought this one. So 34, $5 shipping here. This one was canceled. But like, yeah, insane cost, insane price. And this land is not even played like as much. You know, honestly, 20 bucks for a fetch, if you need it in any deck possibly, it's like the most simple investment I've ever seen. Because how low can you go? This is the lowest they'll ever go, especially for a full art. They could go 15, but only the regular would go, not the full art. And like, look, 20 bucks, 22 bucks, and then a foil is 26, 27. You know, going to 30, pushing 33. I got my eyes on, because I don't know which one I bought. I have to double check. I think I bought a Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacomb. I want to get at least one foil of each. This one is 45 light bleed played.
I want effect land in my dragon deck.
Artifacts? Oh yeah, fetch, yeah. Definitely. I think they're really good if you can fetch shock lands or these tri lands, the triomes. Triomes are really good. Like with that fetch, you can fetch this. Maybe not this one, but every other one, just because the land type. Oh yeah, it's an island. You can get it. You go get this with whatever fetch comes into play, tap, and you have all these colors. It's huge. These lands, by the way, are going up really fast. If we check, let's check the dual lands. I'm gonna have to go absolutely Super Saiyan here if I need to, if I want to do some research. Shock lands, shocks, MTG. Shock lands, we have Watery Grave. How much is Watery Grave? Wow, that's an insane price. Beautiful. So they had secret layers for shocks. I didn't know. Only 14. They look great, I'm sure. But we can see here, promo pack Throne of Eldraine. Okay, we got a little stamp here in the corner. Not a fan. Not a fan. So this is...
That's your site you buy your card, or just for reference.
What the fuck is this? That's Watery Grave. That's not Watery Grave. Wait. Am I out of date already? I have this Watery Grave. Wait, what the fuck? This is Watery Grave? That's a new art? I don't even have this. 26 foil. That we understand, but there is no... Okay, there it is. 12 bucks, 12.50. 12.50. You know, 12.50 is not too bad. This thing came out in 2018, and we're now 2022. So it's 4 years, and they're just 12.50. You know, and they were like $6-7 bucks, maybe $5. You know, mostly a little more when they're played, especially when during standard. And 4 years later, they're just $12.50. I think that's huge. I think it's still a good time to pick them up. Because if you want a shock land, and you need a blue-black, it's gonna be this one. Hey, motherfucker. So what are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick this one at 180 bucks? 265. Okay, of course not. And it's not gonna be the secret lair, because that's gonna be like 40 bucks or whatever, or maybe less. You got this, you got the OG one, which is Ravnica, back in 2005. I don't know if I was even born. You got Gate Crash, or the Return to Ravnica, 2013. That's 8 years. That's 8 years ago. And you've got this one here, right? And you can see the difference. I mean, this used to be 20 bucks. Then they reprinted it here. That brought the price down a lot. You know, and this always stayed around the same price. I'm pretty sure if we go to MTG stocks, if we look on Watery Grave, the OG, we're gonna see a flat line mostly, but it doesn't go further than 2013, so unfortunately we cannot see before that. Ravnica, see how flat this is? So in 2012, which is 7 years after, all right, it was 20 bucks. Then they got reprinted here. We see the signs of Ravnica here. So it dropped the price, 15 bucks. But they were already pretty rare and late. It got all the way down to 13, 12 after those reprints in the next 2-3 years. It stayed there. Then it got reprinted here. And it didn't change the price of the OGs because people were playing them. They were pretty cool, or they had them. These were much rarer than whatever set starts printing here. Like where is it? Dominaria, it starts really picking up a lot of player base. 20 bucks holding strong, going down because the market got up, stays around 20. That's pretty flat, dude. It went up for 7 bucks. You know? Super flat. The only thing that will really lower the price with OG cards and cards that are used all the time everywhere is how many times you're going to reprint them. That's factor number one. Okay. But these are played. So they they don't drop all the way down to nothing. You know, and they don't reprint them all the time because they're really strong. You're gonna have a really strong set when you print them. And maybe Magic wants to move away from those lands, the same way they're moving away from fetches. So it might be a fine vehicle. How low can they go? 6 bucks each? Maybe if they're reprinted in like a standard set again. How high can they go? They can easily double. They've been out for 4 years. Right, this thing's been out for 4 years last time. This thing can easily go to 25. I mean, without problem. I think it's a good gamble. You know, would you take that gamble if you could, you know, 50-50, you could lose half or make twice? Would you take that gamble? You know, I think that's a good, that's probably a good return. Lose half or make twice. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. Of course, we're just having fun. We're not gonna get rich over this shit. But some people do. Some people do. We just don't have the capital. But hey, we're playing. So that's for the fetches, these. So I'm eyeballing these. But just because I need some for the ally deck that I want to make. I mean, it's pretty impressive that they went, you know, they went there when the the triomes, and that's since 2018. Fucking bullshit. If I write triomes, dude, just give me my shit.
Playing tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe playing tomorrow, yeah. Triomes have been out for what?
Yes.
2 years, not even 2 years. They're already the same cost, the same price. Right? Why is that? Because it's been printed once. Okay? That's one reason. Honestly, they print this again, these are gonna tank. Because they are standard, right? So they can print them in standard sets. They give a lot of colors, even though they come tapped. I don't know if they want to go there though, because that's a lot of colors fixing, you know? Unless they have a lot of cards that have a lot of colors, then they're gonna want to print something like these. But you know, when we think about a card like the Tarmogoyf, right? I mean, look at these prices, okay? This is not normal, right? This is not normal. This is not natural. You know, that it's really odd to see, I think, for most players, continuing to be, I'm not gonna say an insult, but definitely a surprise. Maybe for some who owns them, okay, I'll give you that. All right, peaking at $200. Future Sight Tarmogoyf here from, what is it, 2007 maybe, or something. Okay, Tarmogoyf really played during those years right here, and reprinted many times, which dropped the price. If we take a look at the first printing, was it Ultimate Master? Modern Master, 2013, right? It was a great reprint. It was a great reprint. It brought the price down from like 200 to about 100. It was a chase rare. And then throughout 2014 to 2015 to 2016, it was 150, 200 bucks. But it got reprinted here. That's another Modern Master right here, right? And people were starting to move away from Tarmogoyf because a lot of answers were coming out, like Fatal Push and fucking I don't know what else, because I wasn't playing Modern, you know. So people started moving away from Tarmogoyf into other decks. In a matter of 2 years, this card is 55 bucks from 160 bucks when it came out, you know. Another printing, yes, another printing in Ultimate Masters, right? It starts at 80, 90, just a regular Tarmogoyf, that's not the full art, drops massively, 50 bucks, right stabilized, and it just keeps going down and down and down, and not up, as you would all expect Tarmogoyf to go up from 50 to 60 to 70, 80, you know, but people are not playing it. So we got a way too much on the market compared to the competitive amount of players who want to play it. I mean, look at these decks. We got Rakdos Ragavan still playing Tarmogoyf, some amount of Jund. Vintage, of course, is still playing Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is big. What does it say? What doesn't grow dies. What dies grows the Tarmogoyf. So Vintage is super happy with Tarmogoyf still. A little bit of fringe modern decks. Zoo a little bit. Not even. Nobody's playing this shit. You know, what a great opportunity to buy a Tarmogoyf if you would like to have that. What's the OG one? This is the OG, 55. Modern Master, this one if you like it, 25, 27. Oh no. No, it got reprinted in fucking Time Spiral Remastered. Oh no. This is so bad. I didn't know they printed Tarmogoyf here too. Oh, in the OG frame on top of things. Wow, that's so cool. You can have an OG frame, OG art, Tarmogoyf for as low as $20. 18. This is insane. Come over here, brother. I'll buy my first Tarmogoyf tonight. Tonight. What about a foil? See, foils will still want or command a great price. Foils will command a great price. This is the Tarmogoyf. Huge card. Huge card. Inquisition of Kozilek. This used to be huge.
Ha ha.
Ha ha, he said. Dude, Inquisition of Kozilek.
Let's spend that money, brah.
Hey, you right. You right. Look at this graph, dude. What is this graph? What is this graph? The original one. This is the OG one. This is Rise of the Eldrazi. Wow. Look at this foil price, dude. Look at this fucking curve. Dude, oh my god, $200 for a foil Inquisition of Kozilek. How do I lose my money, dude? Damn. Down to 61. This used to be played in Legacy a lot. Modern, of course.
Insane.
Yeah, it used to be in what's the, maybe Grixis, but the Stone Blades deck. Stone Blades. Stoneforge Mystics and its fucking blades. They used to play this. The black-white Stone Blades decks. They were fun in Legacy. And that's why the card went all the way to... So it wasn't even $3, $7, $8. This is the time when it was played. Here 213, 23. That's because it's rare, but it was played, I guess. And it just fucking went down. Other cards got printed. I'm supposing they took their place. Now it's just here. 1 black, target player reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card with convert mana cost 3 or less. The player discards that card. Huge card, dude. You can hose any fucking deck. Legacy, Vintage. You know, grab their good piece. Oh, you have a mana crypt. Get it out of my sight. Oh, you have a goblin. Your best elf dies. Anything. Just fucking anything. Right? But again, it got printed so much. But it needed the print. Okay, it needed that print. Conspiracy. The print was appreciated. The card is $10. Now the card is $3. Because it's not played. Too many prints, not played enough. And the last time that they printed it, if you really want to kill a card, alright, look how far it's printed. I mean, this is Strixhaven. It's like a year ago. Not even. Was it this year? Last year? We got Inquisition of Kozilek. You know, how far ahead are they thinking about this stuff, man? Feels like it's more than 4 years. You know what I mean? Because apparently they're like 4 years ahead in their development. It's about on par.
This
About
year's
on
Six
par.
Heaven.
Which one do you like most? Which one do I buy?
About 8 months ago.
Inquisition of Kozilek. Who talks about that anymore? What an insane fucking card art, dude. Matthew G. Lewis. To dwell within the blind eternities is unthinkable. Who encounter those who do could shatter the mind. So here we have some kind of Eldrazi, because Kozilek is the Eldrazi. They come from other realms called the Blind Eternities. Chronicle of the Titans. Titans referring to possibly, you know, really old mythology, you know. This card looks insane. This card looks fucking insane. This card looks fucking sick. I can't read it. Pay 1 black. Huge thing that sucks my ass. The fuck is this? Creepy ass fucking bullshit. Looks like this fucking bullshit dick. No, this one. Look at the dick. Holy shit. Get fucking Cabal therapied. View all prints. There you go. Get played this in your face. Cabal fucking therapy, dude. The OG. 1 black. Name a non-land card. That player reveals his hand and discards all cards that are with that name. Flashback, sacrifice a creature. So you play this with an idea probably of what they're playing. Especially 1v1, Legacy, Vintage, Modern. With your little fucking 1/1 flying bullshit in the Stoneblade decks. You get to hit something if you're good, if you got a good tell. You get to see their hands, you take notes. We fucking used to take notes. And we sacrifice our 1/1, Cabal therapy you again, motherfucker, for this card right here. That's 2 cards. If we're lucky. Or 3. You're really lucky. Really strong card. Damn, the Graveborn here, foil. 125. Damn, dude. This thing has barely been printed. The fucking Graveborn decks, dude. Wow, 69 cents. This is how to lose my cash, bro. See, this is Stoneblade and probably other decks in Legacy. Legacy was huge here. Commander did not exist. Modern, I don't even think. No, Modern started here. Maybe it was played in Modern. Is that legal in Modern? No, it's not. It's just Legacy. Legacy was huge. Maybe Commander, but Not even, not here. Very stable price. And then reprints were coming out, no problem. And nobody played it because something else was played. Hotter cards, Fatal Push, etc. Damn, $3 for the Judgment one for like 2003, dude. A foil still commands $90. You know, this is collector. This is collector right here. Collectors are just, there's like two markets. This is the playable market. This is the collector market. You know, or the vintage collector market. Even the F&M promo foil, insane. What do we buy? Premium deck Graveborn Cabal Therapy. I don't want to go F&M because that's a collector market. That's probably curved like, you know, one of my cheeks. Really curved. Really, really nice. You know, curve right here. Lightly played for days. Near mint. This one I made money on. I bought it for like $1. It went to like $20 or $10. I sold like 7. The foils though I should have bought. The foils are still 25 for some bullshit rare that no one used. $250, man, that's pretty sick for a sick looking card. A foil of this must be insane. This is gold. The whole thing is gold. It's a little high for a card that I would not play. So it may still go down over time just because. And how many pages do we have? 2 pages? And we have about 1 or 2 for everyone. I don't think you're going that bad, you know, just buying one. Cool card. I'll put it on my wish list, I think. That Fatal Push. Wow, Fatal Push, so cheap. Even the, oh, that's an F&M promo. Wow. So what else is being played right now? I don't even know.
Tabernacle Chuck Tez and Fuhaha.
Telling me to shut the fuck up already? I know, right? So many cards, so many cards, so many opportunities. Alright, this one is done. But look at all the tabs. I've got to come to an end at some point. I've got to come to fruition, to the end. Let's just watch what we have here. What do we have?
Would you, if
Therapy.
you want to upgrade or you want to do a new one?
Yeah, I do want to do my ally deck. That would be fun. But I do know that I want a good land base. But I do want to buy some foil, some fetches possibly full art, mostly full art, some foil, and just hit on some of those opportunities. How low can a Tarmogoyf go, dude? $7 for a Tarmogoyf? I mean, are we really gonna go there? You know what I mean? Are we really gonna go to $7 for a Tarmogoyf?
Okay, nice.
You know, so I just want to, like, you know,
Yeah, haha, that's
hit.
nice.
I want to hit on some things that I think are not gonna go too low. You know, this is about risk management. You know, I used to buy things thinking that they would go up, right? Naturally. And I was somewhat right. You know, and for some of them I was totally right. But now it's more like, okay, how low can you go? And how high can you go? You know? That's more like, and that more has to do with risk management. Because then you're playing with two probabilities. You're playing with two possibilities, two probabilities. And that's fun. There's a market for everything, dude. Check the Charizard. I used to have a Charizard. How much is it? $100, heavily played. There's a market for everything. Damage, $120, dude. LP, $250, hollow. Just a base set, not even first edition. Just regular base set. The kind I used to collect. You can still get a pretty... I was looking at my collection thinking, what if I would make my collection again, my first 150? The Charizard would be the most. But if we look at something like Machamp, right? That's a first edition Machamp for $850. Hollow. Is it hollow? Dude. LP 844 first edition. Foil. First edition, dude. That is rare as all hell. Dude, I couldn't even get first edition and I was like 8 years old. Okay, so how much does a base Machamp go for? XY Evolution, Triumphant, Legend, Expedition. I don't know what I'm reading. Team Rocket. Team Rockets are cool cards, yeah. Looking for base set. Legendary collection. I don't know. Just want the old ass fucking cards. Deck exclusive, same price. Crazy. How can it be the same price? I don't think this is the right one. Dude, I can't read it. So fucking stupid. The year is right here. It needs to say 1999. But the thing about Pokemon is that, you know, of course, some people will still pay insane money, you know, for these cards. There will always be people who have a lot of cash who are willing to complete their collection and spend it, you know. But I just don't know how far or how big that market is compared to something like Magic, where you grow into Magic. And without throwing shades or anything, because I've loved both, collecting both, I just feel more at home with something like Magic than playing Pokemon, you know. But this is no
One
nostalgia. I wish I had
card
kept my
just
collection,
sold
dude.
last week, I think, and it's record for a card.
Who are you? Last week? Oh, really? Do you know which? Probably Charizard. How can it not be Charizard?
Yes.
Let me try something.
Charizard.
Charizard. Charizard. Charizard. Base set. You see? Base set. Did they not have a first edition? Whoa, there's so many pages of Charizards. Shit. That's weird. I don't know how to research. There they are, I think. I think I recognize them. Yeah, these are my cards. These are the cards, I believe. I had a bunch of foils. At about like on 150, I had a 26 or some foil back in 8th grade, 2000 maybe, 1999, 2000. 2000. No, it was 6th grade actually. Fuck, I was young, dude. I used to trade. Can you believe in a small city with a small school, I was able to get 150 Pokemon. 26 of them were foiled. How did I even manage to do that at like fucking 10 years old? I was probably the Pokemon guy, man. Alakazam foil, Raichu foil, Clefairy foil, maybe. And when you look at those costs, you're like, that's fucking nothing. Heavy played hollow for $4. Here it makes a little more sense, $15. These cards are more than 20 years old. So I'm just, you know, I'm just considering kind of redoing the collection, the OG played in the dirt Pokemon cards with 26 hollow. I had a Venusaur. Then I had a Blastoise and a Charizard, all hollow foil. There we go. There we go. Even then, it's 45, 40, $50 MP. I just find it so fucking small. A card like this should be $300. You know, light played maybe. You know what I mean? It's a hollow of the oldest fucking set. How is this not? You know, the fucking oldest thing ever.
https://www.ebay.ca/ITM/2247685871167.
PSA 8. Charizard Hollow, first edition right here on the left. 1999. You can see at the bottom. Number 4 of 102. There was only 102 Pokemons on the first edition, not 150, not 151. Interesting. The back of it is probably oh really? I thought it was the Pocket Monster back. It's Pokemon. And it's just an 8. It's not a 10. So insane, isn't it? Really good looking card. Beautiful card. It's not totally centered. You can see it's a little tilting on. It's a little on the right, I should say. The foiling also is not, you know, perfect. There's some scratches, but overall, great color. Great card. Got one here for 19 Tau. Was this one sold? No, it's not sold. Which one is that?
Look 690K.
Blastoise. Number 5. Not super looking good. The sides are fucking trash on the left side. Got nicks and dings and scratches on the foil. The foil was like, for a foil, it was really, it couldn't take much for a foil. Like all these scratches, they're really light, but you're gonna see them all. You know? Like a weak foil, as in it gets damaged easily. Good looking foil though. I don't know what he's doing. Just selling some cards. Yeah, man. You can fuck around on eBay and find some cool stuff. What you will receive: an authentic vintage holo rare Pokemon card and 10 additional vintage cards from the original Wizards of the Coast sets from our personal collection. Vintage cards from the original Wizard of the Coast sets. This is not Pokemon, this is Magic. Right, because Wizards of the Coast never did Pokemon cards. Oh, we got the rarity symbol. Oh, okay. I never noticed that. Promo, yeah. Bullshit. I think there's much more money to make with old ass Pokemon cards like this than necessarily the new stuff that people are investing heavily in, thinking it will be big. I think people are going to lose massive amounts of cash. They have to go where the player base is huge. Pokemon is that. So, I mean, it's a fun opportunity. I think if I would have more cash, probably might invest more into it. But I'm eyeballing it. You know, such simple prices. Even other cards. A lot of these other cards could go up if the whole thing decides to go up. Secret Lair, we got astrology lands every month now, starting with the Capricorn for January. Capricorn. These are swamps. And this is the Capricorn art. So in other words, when you have those in the deck, the person is a Capricorn.
If you have information that could help an investigation, call the non-emergency line at your local police station
Funky.
or Crime Stoppers. A message from the government of New Brunswick.
I'm watching this person here, for example. You know, I was just looking on eBay. I think having an eye on eBay is good. eBay has a lot of tools you can use. One of them is when you see something that makes sense, like this, you're like, whoa, that's fucking good. You know? Got a misty rainforest here. Slowing, pretty slow. And I saw another one with the same kind of frame, with this table. I clicked on the guy. How level. Got some Pokemons. Okay, okay. Hollow foils all over the place. Okay, okay. We got some fucking the same table. He's taking pictures every time. Okay, I've done this before. This guy knows what he's doing. He's organized. You know, this tells you that he's not bullshitting. You know, that's one thing. And he's got quite the collection. These are interesting cards. We got foils all over the place. Special art, borders, for expanded art, fucking Pokemon full art, foils, whatever. This is interesting. It's an interesting guy to keep an eye on. Got a Scalding Tarn for 20 bucks. 8 bids. We got fucking Goldspan Dragon, full art foil. We got Ragavan. Fucking full art foil. 150 bucks already. 2 days left. Ragavan. I'm taking your stuff.
Nice.
Beautiful card. Beautiful card.
Wow.
One red. This is the new red insane card. One red, 2/1. Whenever Ragavan deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, which we know now is much stronger than we thought. And I think that the wizard thought that they would be. Imagine little mana symbols that stays on the table, like mana rocks that you can use. Incredibly strong. And exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. So that's fucking great. We get additional cash. For Ragavan, a 2/1, he's a good hitter. Dash, you can swing him, returning to your hand or something like that. A lot of value, especially for the treasure, I think. You know, swing with him 3 times, you're a serious threat. You got 3 treasure tokens. You're 6 land, you're 3 lands ahead of someone already. That's a serious threat.
Ragavan is a strong card.
A little bit of bullshit on the corner there, nothing major at all. Little nick on the corner there, that's too bad. Looking good. Right? We tell you, when you get a card like this, first thing you do, you take your loop. If I can find it. You take your fucking loops, boys. Where are you? Loop. I don't think you can see this, but I'll try. I want to see someone go like this on the corner, on the fucking screen, dude. What is this? What did you send me? You sent me a mountain. He sent me a mountain.
Are you tempted to buy it? Haha.
Cool mountain. No, I'm not gonna buy Ragavan. It's too much already. I want to make money. 150 bucks. Can it go to 1,000? Maybe. Can it go to 50 bucks? Maybe. Try something for you here, chat. Such a weird card. This feels so fake. I'm gonna tell you right now. This card, that right here, the way it feels.
The fuck you doing?
I've got a loop, man. You can actually look. Got the loop. You look. Look. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay. I'm trying to set it up for you, fuckers. Give me a chance. That's pretty good.
And what you see with that?
I'll show you. You see my ass. It's hard. I just have to hold everything steady, okay? You want to see the rosette pattern, which might not see. You can see the ink is in the rosette pattern. The ink is over the rosette pattern. That's good, because the symbols should be it's printed with different layers, so it shouldn't all be the same layer. But this one feels weird, and that's a tell. Let's pick up another one, because you want to make sure your cards are real, man. Let's fucking scam some people over here. See this rosette? Beautiful rosette pattern. Did you see it? Gorgeous. Dude, I'm trying, but I got a pizza here. Hold on. Let me try to work with you here. Where are we? See how the letters are solid? Oh, the lines are solid. Dude, this is fucking insanely difficult for me. Look at the mana symbols. Everything is Rosetta or whatever. And the symbols are hard. There's no rosette anywhere. It's printed over the card. Let me try to show you the symbol. And we can't see anything, but I'll set it. Hold on. See the symbol? You can see somewhat the rosette pattern on the side. It's like a carpet rosette. Oh, sorry, it's upside down. And the mana symbol is hard. The lines are hard. They're not printed white. It's not white printed. You know, the black is hard printed on top of that. That's a sign of a real card. Now let me just, and if I remove it from its plastic, And can you hear this? This is what it sounds like. That's a real card. Let me try to do the same with this whatever the fuck this is, really. Sounds the same, but it feels much more glossy. In fact, if I turn them around with the naked eye, it's so weird. With the naked eye, I don't know if you can tell the difference. One of them is more purple, more blue. And it's not a depth effect. Okay? And if I mix them, you know, I'll turn them upside down for both of us. Like this. And I'll keep playing with them like this. Shuffling them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I can't count in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright. Not seeing them. This is the real card. And this is the fake card. And I'm calling it fake because it's fucking weird. The feel is weird. It's too glossy. And it's too blue. Okay? Here we have a tear test. You want to find inside the ink layer, which is inside. I need to tear a real card now to find if it's the same, because these technologies don't change. The type of paper they've used, the technology they've used in the paper itself has not changed. The hollow foil stamp in front of it, this little thing, little nick right here, this has been added. Now the fucking challenge of finding a real card, no problem. This is, these are from the same set, aren't they? Yeah. Look, they're from the same set.
Look at you, listening to Spotify while you do whatever it is you're doing.
The little wolf set.
It makes sense to promote your
And
here.
if I touch them,
Whether you have 2 employees,
this feels like a normal card. It just does. And this one is super glossy, super weird. If I destroy this card, I'm gonna try to do the same thing. What did I do last time? I showed you the card. I went like this.
tap the banner to learn more.
Did I do this? Or did I do this? I'm not sure. Let's do the same. I don't want to fuck up my mocks here, sorry. Alright. They really look similar, that's really interesting. But I expect them to get better with time. But they look really similar. Alright. Extremely similar. But some fake cards won't have that line at all. They won't even bother fucking working with this. Is it possible that they fucked up when they printed that set and made it twice as glossy? Definitely. Definitely possible. And we could do a simple research and find out. What set is this? What set is this? Midnight Hunt? Yeah, Midnight Hunt. Midnight Hunt, really glossy back. Can't find it. What is this about? And they're not the same size, but almost. Right? You want to hear it? Do the same here. You hear it? Let's try the little nicks, little parts here. Do they feel deep? Are they just deeper? Deeper! Feel a little sturdier. But they to the touch, they're so off, it's fucking insane. So, I think that's a fake. If we look at the... Now that we distinguished it as quite possibly a fake, most likely a fake, again, the sound, not so sure it's wrong. The feel is absolutely wrong. The color is wrong. Now let's take the loop. No, my battery. And try to find out, by looking at both of them, the distinction in patterns. Well, fuck my loop. Let me try to find it for you. It's hard to tell. They look fucking alright. Hey. Like everything, I haven't prepared for this. Okay, moving on. Are we ready to tear this apart now? Let's feel the back. Ah, the back feels good. It's alright. What about the color? Which one does it most resemble, chat? Can you focus, son of a bitch? Son of a bitch!
I'm eating, haha.
Dude, why can't it focus? Man, focus on the fucking frame, you cunt.
What you want to know?
Which one is, which are the same and which is not the same? I'll give you different angles. I don't know, this way maybe? trying to give them a fair chance for all of them. Right? 1, 2, 3. Which one is... Which of them are the same? And which of them are not? Like,
Fuck,
the
that's
same?
hard in.
I can tell from here. Look at the difference between the two of these. Alright, the colors. Alright. Now look at this. I think this third one is insanely different. Hard to show, but I'm trying to do a good job. Yep. The crispness of the third one is off too, but it might just be the camera. No, it's not. It is fucking way off. The second one though, it was pretty crisp though.
The bottom one is not the same.
No, I know, huh? I'll show you again. This third one here is really not as crisp, the bottom part, especially with the gathering. You can see how not crisp that is.
Darker.
Blurry too. We lost number 2. Number 2, the normal card that I bought. Number 1, we got a fucking dumb best bullshit. And this one, of course, the number 3, is almost slipping away into from my hands. Why? Why would you have a fake bullshit card like this? A lot of the stuff isn't fake on it, but the feel is number 1 off, number 1 tell. And the color, the pattern, I can't tell. My light went out. I haven't prepped very well. I don't have a fucking light battery. Alright, and this is not the same seller, so no, this seller looks insane here. I mean, we got incredible cards from this guy here. You know, this, something like this, a foil Noble Hierarch original Conflux, currently $10. You can get away with this for $13 if no one's here. You know, if no one's watching. Azusa full art foil. Interesting. An inged foil land. This used to be $100. Flying men. They fly. These men, they fly. Sophia clapped. Love to clap, Sophia. What's good? Yeah, I'm taking a 5. Sophia clapped.
Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your
Gross music. TBKKK sorta law beer.
Okay, bedtime. Close your eyes. Drift away to a beach. You could definitely live at the beach. Wait, can you? Is there enough in your TFSA for a beach hop? Stop that. I'm on a beach. I'm on a beach. Ooh.
Canadians lose a lot of sleep over money, so we created Sleep Advisor by Scotia Advice Plus. Investment tools to help you sleep better. Visit scotiabank.com/sleepadvisor. Scotiabank. You're richer than you think.
With Squarespace, you can sell or and book clients for and sell content to people who like yeah, Squarespace is everything you need to sell anything. Use offer code Spotify for 10% off your Squarespace website.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. Now look behind. It's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. Darkness, my old friend, you get me in the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't
Priorities. I want to make a video where I display the new investments that I made. I think that would be fun. Once I get them all, you know, make a few vids, whatever. Flying Men. Oh, from Arabian Night. Holy shit. This is old ass fucking stuff. Sophia clapped her hands and 20 flying men appeared on her side, each well trained in the art of combat. The one drop blue, flying 1-1. Art by Christopher Rush. Big name. We are taking advantage of the fact that the seller is in the same country with nice shipping. $2.50 is reasonable. Sometimes $1 shipping. That's also really nice. Gives us a fighting chance. Nice Teferi's protection, already 8 bids. Popular item. King Suleiman, $200 and some. Arabian Night also. Old Mystical Tutor. A Vampiric Tutor. Tano's Coffin. Direction Dreadnought, $60. Foil Grim Tutor, interesting. Foil Full Art Grim Tutor. Grim Tutor used to be a $300 card. MTG stocks. Wow, it started. Where did it start? It started at 65 when it got printed. What the hell, dude? That's crazy. And it stopped at 10, 13 bucks. Printed. Standard. A card that might have been used standard. Probably not. Was only printed in starter. 200 and 300 bucks here. 2015. Because it's such a rare set, so it was a good tutor. It was a great tutor. Search for a card, put it into your hand, lose 3 life. You know? Really rare. So that's why it was at this price. The starter is still 100 bucks just because of how rare the set is. Starter 99. This reminds me of a card and I can't find its name. So what I do when I want to find a card and I can't find its name, I go to Scryfall Advanced, search, and I type in the text what it does, because I know what it does. Search a card. Library, and it's a black card and it costs 1, so it's a black tutor. I'm thinking about Imperial Seal, which was printed in Portal 3 Kingdoms. Wow, the judge dude at 600 bucks. Damn. Is that on the reserve list? No, it's not on the reserve list. They can reprint it. And they might just do that. Damn, that set was, I don't know, was made like for Japan or something, and it was in English, or we had an English version for a set that was made for Japan, so it was really rare to have them in English. Great tutor. Search for a card, put it on top of your library, lose 2 life, sorcery. It likes to play kind of, I don't know, stupid data. Market price is better, 1,400, 1,900. And then the Judge promo. I should have bought it when I could, dude. 150 bucks 3 years ago, 130 bucks. But it's not on the reserve list. They can totally print that again, you know? So it's just hard to go there. I think I saw it around here at 192 bucks. It commands such a price because, again, these are still rare cards. They're Judge promos. But if you want an Imperial Seal, you can get the old one for 1,008 or this one. So of course you'll get this one, you know? These are for vintage decks. Legacy decks, I don't know. No. Ban in Legacy. Restricted in Vintage. Legal in Commander, so Commander plays it. And this one is not a real one. This is a online version of the card. So only these two exist. The original one and the Judge. But here's a card that, how high can it still go, you know, really? Because they can reprint it, so how low can it really go? So you stand to lose a lot of cash with this here. Okay. Unlike my unlike this Mana Drain, I bought this Mana Drain for like 135 or maybe less, and it's not on a reserve list, so they can reprint it. The original one from Legend still commands 300 bucks, and it kind of stayed at that price because it was always 200 and something. But they can always reprint it, right? So if they want to really push Commander and say, okay, we're gonna put a Mana Drain in every Commander set that we print, you know, 140 bucks. I remember that price for Mana Drain. Yeah, 200. And they reprinted it somewhere here. Then this old ass card went up because it's old as fuck. Part of Legends. Sonic Master, pretty cheap, 50 bucks. You know, went up 150. And it probably got reprinted again. Yeah, Commander Legends. So it got reprinted where 2020.
What's up, guys? This is
Yep, 2020.
and this is Martin from Young Bombs.
Starts at 85,
New single, You
down to 50. Big Commander card, the best counter spell that exists.
banner to keep listening on Spotify.
Again, can be reprinted. It's not on the reserve list. How low can it go? Will it go to 25 bucks? It could if it's really reprinted like Tarmogoyf was, but it doesn't seem like it is going to be that.
Which Capital One cards I could get a
You know, unlike Tarmogoyf where we had to
I wish it was that certain.
push modern,
Like
you know, flood the market.
Coffee is decaf. Oh yeah, that's not decaf.
Life is full of uncertainty.
So how low can it go? 25, 30, 20? It can't go 20, you know, because people will just start picking them up. I'm saying 35 maybe. So at 50 bucks, you may go to 35. What if it's not reprinted for the next 4 years? You'll go to 100, 85, you know? Seems very stable. Likely to increase. A fine place to park money. But I don't think it compares to the fetches. No, that's not what I want. Scalding Tongs. Scalding Tarns. You know, it's $100 card. You know, it likes to play between this and this because it's being reprinted. You see? $16 when it got printed at first. And I think that was even before that. 2009, so it's before that. It used to be like $10. You know. Then it got to 100 and we're like, reprint. It got down to 50. And no reprint. Reprint. Goes down. Goes up. Reprint. Here's what happens when you reprint cards too many times. You know, but even Scalding Tarn, it's the best fetch land that exists because it's used in the best decks that exists. Notably some Jeskai blue-white vintage, modern, Grixis, blue-red, Jeskai, Izet. Bant plays this apparently. What the fuck? 4-color control. Oats deck play this. And again, just a blue deck and vintage. Blue-red, blue-white-red control. Jeskai. Oh, that's Jeskai. That's Izet, right? Jeskai control. Blue-white control. Urza in vintage. What the fuck is that? Velomachus turn. Cascade Rhinos. Holding strong, you know. You play competitive, there's a good chance you're gonna... You play high-end competitive, you're gonna get Scalding Tarns. And if this card can go for... What is it? 42? This is the original one, though. Let's get Modern Masters 2017. It goes for 31. It can go for 110. How much do you think something like this could go for? You know what I mean? A full art. Same price, really? $35? You don't think we're gonna go to 110 again? Or 80 something, at least? And that's not foil? You know, you think the foil is gonna stay at 50? You know? Really? Of course not. Of course not. You know, it's not an expedition, but in my opinion, it looks better. It's not as rare, but I prefer this personally to this. Big time. Big time. So we're doing the markets. We're doing the markets, looking around, picking up cards. You know, at worst, you make a great land base. At best, you make 4 times your money in 4 years, 3 years. You get to put it somewhere else. These are the things that will make your deck worth $1,000. When, you know, when you paid like 200 or 300 for. Just stuff like this. It grows 4 times. So we check on every market. We got the TCG player. We should check Channel Fireball. There's a lot of seller on Channel Fireball. I haven't used this in forever. Apparently they have a lot of sellers like TCG Player. They changed their whole website and made it so a lot of sellers can sell on Channel Fireball now, not just them. I think these look fucking good too, but I'm glad I waited before picking those up. I like these ones better. I have foils, please. Foil, okay, FO for foil. Near min foil, $47. Keep an eye on this. These are a little higher. The shipping is not as good either. Sometimes you'll get one for like, you know, free shipping, $1 shipping. This one's pretty good. Foil 67. Some guy here is selling it for 150 bucks. You know, he wants to make his money right now. But the market isn't here, man. It's not here yet. Gotta wait some years, I think. Minimum a year. Minimum. You want to wait for the market to dry out. Then it's gonna go there. But before you fucking jump into this thinking, what the fuck, I can make cash, you have to be able to sell them also and make your money, you know, through... I use eBay, sometimes I'll sell stuff on eBay. You have to be able to cut the middleman and just make your own cash. I've been burned before sending cards to other countries and stuff, and they were able to get their money and stuff and get my card, so I got fucked. That happens. This one is not foil. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye out. Okay, doing something else. Gloss treatment. Oh, interesting. So you're saying the lands from Innistrad Midnight Hunt would have a gloss treatment. That's interesting. That is interesting. That explains why it could be a real one. It's just so weird. The same way that inventions some of them had a matte foil. And at first we thought that they were fakes, you know? Because you can make a lot of cash selling this stuff, right? Look at this card. It doesn't even look foil. It's matte as fuck. And I have a card like that. You can see like the edge are glossy and the fucking art is like not foil, and you're like, what the fuck did I just buy? My Rings of Bright Heart is like that. I got a discount when I bought it. I was like, what did you just send me? And so people were like wondering what was going on, but it was actually different printers. The difference is real and it is vast. I have had many collectors and players express confusion to me about the difference in foiling between the American and European printings of the Kaladesh Invention series. Some have denied that there is any difference at all, and many have expressed they do not know what the difference is. I'm showing here a copy of each of those. Interested can see for themselves the difference. Now at the finance angle dispose, I have some questions I'm trying to get answered. Does anyone know that what percentage of the print run is foreign versus English? So these are questions. So very strange looking cards. When you get those, you know, by mail, you're wondering what the fuck you did wrong. You know, this is the normal one. You can see the shine in the middle of the text. Everything's seems to be somewhat normal. And this one here, absolutely matte. Right? So odd, so different. And here we're going to say something like, so just to cut it short, we thought it was American or European. I don't think it's that. I think they, on their sheet, had sometimes more foil than others. And it was just the way it was done. Some people thought it was just region based, but I think it wasn't the case. So it's definitely possible, you know, that they're doing things at the printing level that are different. The glossy ones have a way glossier backside though. Exactly. Seems likely they were printed in a different place. Okay. Cool, cool. Soul Ring, look at this. Scourge. Pretty cards. This one's fucking bonkers. Lightning Greaves, dude. Looks great. Fantastic. Lots of opportunities.
Hi folks, Canadian Prepper. So today on the channel, we're going to talk about burying your business. And no, I don't mean that kind of business. I know I'm renowned as the post-apocalyptic toilet paper tablet guru, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about burying survival supplies, building a survival cache. Why on earth?
Oh my god, survival cache?
Especially this
Man, that guy is insane.
Prices.
Yeah, you know him. By the way, I wanted to tell you, you were right all along, dude. You were totally right on everything last time we talked. You talked about leaving notes. You should totally do that. You know, leave a note. I am going there. I will be back at night. You know, that's totally true, dude.
Perfectly good gear in the ground. Well, stick around because that's what
yes.
A mirror also, like I used to, I talked about a little magnifying glass or whatever. These things just seem to start fucking fires really well too.
Talk about. Let's get to it. So why would you want to build a survival cache in the first place? Well, there's several different types of.
Well, watch this, because we play Tarkov. We have caches everywhere.
Just be for the purpose of hiding your valuables.
You're going to the cage. We open the cage. We see the fucking body armor.
Near your property in case you were forced off your property by jackboot thugs in the middle of the night, or we could do a long.
Thugs? No.
which would be something that was an intermediate between you and your bug out location. So you could put these caches along waypoints to your bug out location, because if you did, for whatever reason, have to bug out on foot, it's impossible to carry enough gear. So if we're talking about actual grid down prepper-like scenarios, where
3 of these.
maybe there was a nuclear warhead detonated in your city, and maybe you had
In
to
my city?
evacuate your city because there was just lawlessness rioting, the mob was beating down your door.
The mob?
You had no choice but to forfeit everything in your home. In those conditions, it would be nice to have something buried.
My magic cards?
What I would equate this to, it's like having one of those storage facilities that you take your stuff to and you rent out by the month, only it's in nature and you're the only one with the key.
LR 1130.
Using those storage facilities for your preps, you will be at the whim of the owners of those facilities to access your supplies in times of crisis. So the tools you're going to need for the job are a shovel. I would advise you to get something with a narrower head. It's just going to be easy for working around roots, and a hatchet of some sort. This hatchet is going to get buried in our cache. Another thing I would recommend you bring, which I didn't bring because I'm an idiot, is gloves. You might have to get in there and do some digging. I didn't bring any of my dogs today to help me out with that, so I would strongly recommend gloves to avoid those blisters. Another thing you should bring is either a backcountry road map book where you can actually log the waypoint of where you're going to bury this stuff, or you can do that like we're going to do today using GPS. We use an app called the Backcountry Navigator, and that is going to allow us to pinpoint where it is on that map, even independent of GPS signals. Even if the grid were to go down and the GPS satellites stop functioning, the map will still be relevant. It's a topographical map with a combination of pictures that we're going to take of the location, and of course my memory. We're going to be able to determine where it's going to be. Okay, so the bucket that we're going to be using to make our survival cache is just a food grade bucket, and we have a gamma lid on here just to give it added protection and more structural integrity. This is a very thick plastic, so I'm not worried.
That's pretty
about
cool, yeah.
this decomposing over time, or even small critters being able to break into it.
You know, there's some games out there where people actually find cages. They're probably marked with GPS.
This is the strongest structure in the universe. A circle, a dome.
Maximize productivity, live your healthiest life.
PVC pipe, that's a popular one. You can actually buy certain products that are specifically made for this purpose, that are marketed to preppers. You can even use things like ammo cans. The reason why I don't like the ammo cans is because, number one, they're made of metal. They do have this painted coating protection on them to prevent them from rusting and corrosion. But if you're putting something in the ground, chances are it's going to corrode a little faster.
Definitely, it's wet.
Rusting out with those, and they're just so small, you can't really fit anything substantial. All right, so we unscrew this gamma lid.
What is he going to put in there?
Possibly going to be useless, and matches will decay over time as well. Probably wouldn't be a factor in here, to be honest, but for things like this, best to stick to the most primitive, reliable technology. We have some paracord. We have our AdLens adjustable glasses. I don't know what my visual situation is going to be if I come across this in the future, or somebody else. So if they need a visual aid, they have the adjustable glasses. We have some jute twine. We have a small rain poncho. We have a compass. We have Right in the Rain notepad. We have a cheap Mora knife. And the only reason why I have this is because this is actually more of a self-defense tool than anything. And for self-defense, for knives, you want them small. You don't want big, you want small. You got to think prison shiv. We have an emergency blanket, camouflage. We have a life straw, which is going to allow us to filter about 4,000 liters of water. We have a Israeli emergency bandage. We have some Mio water flavoring drops. A lot of people don't think the water you're going to drink, even if you filter it, is probably going to taste like ass. So this will help make it just a bit more palatable. We do have some aqua tabs for that.
A lot of these folks will talk about having guns and self-defense stuff, but I don't know. I think in a time of needs where, you know, people are really in difficult times, I think you would do a lot better with barter items. You'd be rich if you would save up some barter items.
This is a cheap knife that I can use for batoning food. This, we were famished. You're going to need some pistol. Fortunately, a lot of people aren't going to get off their nice cozy quads to go and venture into where we as preppers are willing to go. What do we got here? Okay, so something like this is going to be a problem, because you know now that there was people who were moving through these woods and they probably were hunters. So this is just one of the things you're going to want to be mindful of. If you see any signs of humans in the area, you may not want to put your cache right beside this. So we are on a slope here, which is going to...
I mean, metal detectors are, you know, very popular. So people go around with metal detectors. They will most likely find specific places where they want to detect gold. So if you know these places, it's even better because you can not put your shit there.
Going to get a lot of shade from the trees. We're not going to have to worry about erosion because there's some good roots, and the slope is going to ensure that we're not going to have water pooling up and potentially getting into our supplies and spoiling them. So there's a lot of landmarks in this region that I'm going to be able to photograph and also commit to visual memory, and I'm going to be able to easily log this on a topo map because there is that elevation change. So here we have a down tree, which is going to...
Pretty cool.
Some that is hack all these roots.
That's what the axe is for.
Until now. So it's a lesson learned. I could transport it away from here. So, honestly, over time, I know where my best. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.
Cool, man. It's pretty dope.
Maximize your lifespan and be prepared 100% for when the proverbial shizzy hits the fizzy. Let's get to it. Right when I wake up in the morning, drinking a couple cups of water, it's what I...
Free shipping, 50 bucks, foil. Birdie Catacomb full art.
They'll wake up, they'll take a shower, they'll throw a bunch of water all over their face, and that's how they...
Such a strong card.
For the day.
Green and black.
First thing in the morning, it actually wakes up your
body. Fucking spews strong.
Wakes up all your vital organs, gets everything moving, but just making sure you're well hydrated. If you're feeling a little tired, if you're feeling like you're not able to mentally perform...
Looks all right.
Drinking water is just a really simple solution. I'm not saying it's going to be a be-all and end-all and fix all of your problems, but if you do have some sort of physical ailment, if you have a psychological problem, sometimes just drinking a nice big cup of water, it's not going to cure it, but it's going to, you know, it might help a little bit. You can never drink too much water. Well, actually they say you can, but most people aren't going to drink enough water for it to be a problem. So do yourself a favor, right after this video, go and drink a nice big cup of water. Thank me later.
I need some water too.
So one thing I would encourage people to try is taking a cold shower, either in the mornings or at night, but preferably in the morning because it's going to get you out of bed, it's going to make you feel invigorated, and it's a great way to challenge yourself at the start of the day, and it puts you in the mindset and it sets the tone for the day as one in which you are going to confront those things which you find uncomfortable. You are actually going to challenge them head on, and it's just going to be a small win. And for the rest of that day, everything is just going to seem a little bit better. You're going to appreciate the creature comforts of civilization.
Still going down, that's so impressive.
And perhaps that's going to allow you to be more productive. So try out a cold shower, or if you live where I live, maybe take a little ice dip. All right, guys, so one of the most important things that you can do do for yourself is invest your money into your health, and the best way to do that is by eating clean. I knew a woman once who was in her 80s, and she was a chain smoker, but she ate from just her garden. And she was in great health in spite of some of the other bad lifestyle choices she's made. So eating healthy is incredibly important. This is nature's medicine. When you eat healthy fruits and vegetables and leverage this wonderful supply chain, which is getting fruits and vegetables from all over the world, things that we wouldn't have if something bad were to happen. If you take advantage of that now, you're getting those nutrients in a form that the body has evolved to recognize. The body is engineered to break down these types of foods and integrate all of that goodness into your body. Try to consume a lot of protein if possible. I would say about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, especially if you lead a highly active lifestyle. You can also get it from a lot of different vegetable sources. And so if you are a vegetarian, I probably don't have to tell you about the importance of mixing and matching various types of foods in order to get a complete amino acid profile. Now, with respect to intermittent fasting, I've been doing intermittent fasting off and on for the last 10 years or so, I'd say. And all it is, it's getting most of your calories in a small window. The benefits of intermittent fasting are innumerable, both physiologically and psychologically. One thing I relate it to is for thousands of years, you know, when human beings were living in hunter-gatherer societies, it was beneficial for you to be fasted, especially when you were on the hunt. And what I've found is that when I'm fasted, that's when I'm most alert. That's when I have the highest amount of energy. That's when I'm strongest. And that's when I just perform physical tasks the best. And this also trains your body to prolong a gratification. So every day I try to consume at least 1 teaspoon of honey. I don't know what it is. It might just be superstition. I also take garlic pills. I try to take the...
And garlic we know is good. Honey is very sugary. I don't know.
Raw garlic pills. So stuff which hasn't had anything extracted out of it. Supplementation is something I do every so often if I'm not mentally feeling too with it, but I don't rely on vitamins.
Or if you're not eating too well and you know it.
Minerals, but I
like
periodically. I also
natural sugar.
If they have a couple days in a row where they're...
But then you're hyped as fuck. It's still sugar, you know. Your intake of sugar is really like a big boost.
Binge eating bad foods, then I'll give them some kids multivitamins like the ones that you see.
If I eat too much sugar, now I know, you know.
Not something that you should be abusing, but there's something that are used to supplement. You shouldn't rely on them. You know, you shouldn't be eating McDonald's. Not something.
I did this before. I had a few of those at the same time. Bad idea.
You shouldn't rely on them. You know, you shouldn't be eating McDonald's.
Respect the levels.
You know, supplementing that with your multivitamins and thinking that you're all right.
I have vitamin D somewhere. Vitamin D.
These are just meant for supplementation.
Vitamin D, the vitamin of the sun. In the winter, you need more.
Meditation. You know, meditation is very important. It's important.
Dude, this guy is covering all of the bases. Huh?
To be able to clear your head of all the anxieties, all the thoughts, all the excitement, all the anticipation, and just be with yourself in the moment. One great thing that a lot of people do is called mindfulness training. And what this is you basically just close your eyes and you try to pay attention to the
I take omega-3 vitamin D1 once a day.
Senses. This is going to bring you into the moment and bring you...
That's got to be good for you.
Bring you out of your head. Sometimes it's nice to just make a blank slate. They call that tabula rasa. And it's a great practice to do even for just 5 minutes a day.
Yeah, I think whatever you eat, there could possibly be things that you don't eat enough of. And there's nothing wrong with getting a supplement for those also.
You can do it sitting at a desk. You can do it lying down. It's just a matter of closing your eyes.
Or a multivitamin.
Mindfulness. In our fast-paced world where there's so much stimulation, we are deprived of the ability to be with our own thoughts and just with our own thoughts. So if you're struggling with meditation, one thing you can do is the mindfulness training, or you can focus on one thing in your mind, one object. Some people will focus on something very simple, like think about a stop sign, because it's very easy, you'll find, for your thoughts to start running away. It's going to take your attention away from whatever you're anxious about.
You mean stop, like just stop
about,
everything.
whatever you're angry about, and it's going to bring you into the moment and just embrace the moment. And that is going to make you stronger on the whole. It's going to make you better off. It's going to make you healthier. It's going to make you more psychologically well-rounded and emotionally stable.
31 is pretty good for a blue land.
So
really,
things I try to do at least for an hour or so every day. I always try to stimulate myself mentally on some level, whether that means listening to an audiobook or listening
dude, that is crazy. As low as 9. I wasn't there when that happened, dude. You mean as low as 9?
To give myself a little bit of
input.
That's
crazy.
One of the most important things is to have input for your output. If there's no input,
what do you mean as low as 9?
Output. Especially if you're doing something which requires you to be creative and improvisational, you need
stop everything. Contract from below, we're happy to see it. Don T, save for later. Urit is alright. This percent null, save for later. The expedition map is too insane to pass, but save for later. Grandmaster of Flowers, I have to double check. Garruk Uprising, sure, $2. Inquisition of Kozilek, save for later. Lithoform Engine, save for later. Opportunistic Dragon, Panharmonicon, I want it. Noble Hierarch Foil, save for later. Misty Rainforest, Lithoform Engine. Jessica, save for later. We'll come back to you. We bought a bunch. We're gonna get a bunch of Soul Talisman Extended Art, baby. We're gonna get Tarmogoyf. We're gonna get anything that I want. We're gonna get are we good? Just double checking Panharmonicon if we can get a nicer one or cheaper one. The answer is no. We have one page of those. I think it's really gonna be good in the ally deck. Breach Foil LP. Save for later, I don't know. Got a bunch of command towers. One of them, LP for $10. Save for later. Wasteland. What do we have here? Ellie, Wright, Command Beacon. It's too good. Save for later. Horizon, blah blah. How much do we have? 300 and something. Details. Check out. Just give me a sec, chat. 10 arid misses. Insane. Submit. 10 arid mesas full art for $10, dude. Each? What is going on in this world? What's happening? They're gone. I was here. They're fucking gone. They're gone. I bought them all, dude. Who was that seller? Hold on, give me a sec. Let's find out if we can have more from that guy. Archivist SYP. I noticed the guy, dude.
I will you buy 4 of that, haha.
The seller you selected as all of their inventory listed with this, you can shop their inventory in 1,000 sellers have delivered. I mean, okay, but can we get this guy? I just don't know why you would put it at $10 each, man. It was. Let me check his name again. I forgot. Just because there's my address in here. Come on. Archivist SYP. Oh, look, I just bought 10. Just bought 10. From this dude here. Do the same with Scalding Tarn. I have to be there when he does it. We're just gonna set up shop for a second here. We're going to set up shop. In case this guy just fucking dumps everything he has for like half price. I want to be here when that happens. We're just gonna put that right here. I'll buy him out. It's a great opportunity. That was a great opportunity. I'm shocked that I had the ability to do that. I'm gonna put Verdant Catacomb, Misty Rainforest, Flat Marsh Flats. Wow, that just happened, dude. That was crazy.
And there's that old saying.
That was crazy, dude. I got 10 fucking normal extended art, arid mesas.
Bit of output, you need 2 bits of input. So I don't always have.
That is insane.
Books. So what I try to do is
At this bad boy non-foil 10 times, $10. $100.
Trying to get some information.
US for 10.
Is great, but you have to complement that.
That's a great opportunity. We're gonna make bank.
Education, because it's very important.
Thank you, Archivist SYP.
Trying to broaden your mind in some respect.
Thank you, thank you. It goes to show, like, you know, just one solo guy here, fucking, you know, eyeballing everything like the Auk, you know. I was being the Auk right there, the Auk, you know. And it just so happens that, you know, I got it. I got the opportunity.
So I would encourage everybody, try this. Try running as fast as you can. I don't care if you're 70, I don't care if you're 80 and you're 100 pounds overweight. See how fast you can run, because I guarantee you most people, if they've ever even done this in their life, at least probably not since they were kids, is try to see how fast they can do a full sprint. Because for thousands of years, every day, we probably had to do a full sprint, whether we were chasing after prey or whether we were the prey. Running as fast as you can is going to awaken something within you. Primal energies within you, which are going to help you fire on all pistons.
That's a cool idea.
And one of the most important things that I always emphasize that I don't think is emphasized enough in prepping is physical fitness, exercise. My philosophy is that stagnant water is a breeding ground for disease. And in order to flush the bloodstream of its impurities, you got to get the heart pumping. Just like a raging river.
Hello, man. How are you?
Would you want to drink?
Hey, man, pretty good. You?
A stagnant swamp. That's what I equate to.
Always good, dude.
Does a lot of exercise.
Honey bear.
So
how you doing?
Movement is life. You got to get out there and move. That doesn't mean you need to be an Olympian.
Smiley face.
It just means that every day there should be a physical component of your day. Because historically speaking, for thousands of years, every
just watching some preppers.
Physical. And if we are talking about a reversion to a homestead.
What a beautiful sight that is. What a beautiful sight that is. Let's put that HD. Gorgeous. 4K. Look at this sight. It looks as good as my fucking Arid Mesa that I bought 10 times for $10, dude. Just look at how pretty this sight is, man. Insane. Insane. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Physical labor is just going to be part and parcel with that. So it's very important that you keep your physical fitness up to speed. Every hour of exercise you do is an extra few hours added onto your life on the.
No, seriously, that is really a pretty sight. It's a nice
We are talking about a reversion. Every day, human beings.
I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Something physical, and if we are talking about a reversion to a homestead agrarian.
I like it that much. It's that
physical
pretty.
labor is just going to be part and parcel with that. So it's very important that you keep your physical fitness up to speed. Every hour of exercise you do is an extra few hours added onto your life on the back end. All right, so one thing that I try to do several times a week, I would do it every day if I possibly could, if I had one in my house.
What time is it? 11:23?
I do a sauna or a steam room at the end of the day just to unwind. It's there's numerous health benefits to it. Number one, in the same way that you test yourself with the cold shower, you can also test yourself in a steam room or sauna.
Give me a Marsh Flats
at the advice of a physician
for $5.
Everybody's going to have their own different limits. But it's a great way to relieve pain, to relieve stress. If you have achy muscles, if I'm sick or something like that, I find sitting in a steam room, it just makes me feel better, if only temporarily. So I definitely recommend it. Now we're going to show you guys on the channel how to build.
Did he fuck up, dude? Oh my god. Maybe he fucked up. You know what? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he meant to write 19. That would have made so much more sense. You would write 19 something, because Aaron Mesa does not want to go under $20. That would have made a lot of sense. Go back here for a sec. And just really like show you for the longest time, or at least for the last 6 months or that this thing was printed. Dude, it came out at $150, not foil. What the fuck? It came out foil for $250. Can you imagine losing that much money? And now it's $23. You lost 90% of your investment. That is nuts, dude. You can see here for the past 6 months, market price is the lowest one. It went to 19, 17 here. Maybe there was some special prices, and it back to 19, 90, 20, just doesn't want to go under 20. It's been over 20 for 2 months. Here, little dip, 19 something. Went back up. I think he meant to write 1982, and he wrote 982, dude. That's what I think happened, dude.
Build
because there's just no reason to write it at 9.
Wilderness sauna, because there's numerous benefits to having a sauna in the wintertime, especially.
Damn, I might actually have a seller cancel an order here.
We're going to show you how to build a highly efficient wilderness sauna. So
I wouldn't fault them that much. I don't know if I would not challenge it, but if they just send me 5 instead, you know.
I didn't read.
I'll be okay with it.
I tell you, I have not been sleeping enough lately. We shot a video yesterday. I can't even remember what it was about because I was probably sleeping through the whole thing. Sleep is very important. So you guys should try to be sleeping in 90-minute increments, because that's when you're doing REM cycles. So what I try to do is sleep either 90 minutes, 3 hours, 4.5 hours, 6 hours, or 7.5 hours. If you wake up when you're in the middle of an REM cycle, that's called rapid eye movement.
How did you end?
You're going to be exceptionally groggy. You're going to be tired for the entire day. That's going to essentially determine your state of wakefulness throughout the day. And
there was an error with the listing. Would you figure?
Complicated tasks which require and command
$25 for a time walk.
Abstract thinking. Sleep is also good for...
That thing popped up on my feed. I was like, Magic the Gathering, Secret Lair, Walking Dead. It's Time Walk, dude. It's like $3,000. The fuck? You know? But it does look weird. The lettering is really, really dark. Looks pretty choppy also. Again here, very dark lettering, very weird. It screams fake. You know. This guy's fucking feedback also screams fake. You know, brand new account. We got a time walk. But oh, I guess I made a mistake and I thought it was something else. But hey, you bought it for $100. You know what? I'll send it to you, man. My bad. Yeah, right. Give me a sucky, man. What the fuck do you mean? And now for some reason, he had 4 listings and this one is gone. The other one seems to be legit though. That's what's odd about this. Maybe he got an offer from someone through a private message. You know, and he said, you know what, man, you seem to have a time walk here. I'd like to buy it for, you know, $1,000 or, you know, if you take it out the listing and I'll give you $200 right now. You know, something like that. And maybe he said, yeah, sure. Really doesn't know what he's doing. Who knows? Some original polluted delta with some wear, but they're really nice. Bad picture, but you can't trust the zero feedback. You just can't do that. You know, because this account has been here for that long. So you could lose your money here.
Or the anabolic response. So
you gotta give it some time.
Rogan recently referred to sleep as a performance enhancing.
This is really rare. We got really good items for the first time seller. It just sounds weird.
A lot. If you're wanting to rebuild muscle mass, then you need sleep in order to
but I'll stay here. I'll check out. I want to follow the story of this fucking time walk that he doesn't know it's a time walk.
Anxiety about the future or depression. So this is why sleep is so absolutely essential if we're talking about whole.
We're gonna keep an eye on this guy who's got incredible cards.
So things that I do every day in order to maximize productivity, maximize satisfaction in life, and just maximize my longevity, because the goal is to live a long time, in addition to hopefully having all of my levels maxed out in case something bad were to ever happen. Let me know if you have any daily rituals that you practice in order to accomplish these things. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay warm. Canadian Prepper out.
The best way to support this channel is to support yourself by
Good shit.
Little accessory that they provide. This is them going over and above. And I just can't say enough about, you know, how this.
He's reviewing this tent, really thick tent from Russia. It costs like $1,000 some bucks though.
It's pretty thin fabric because obviously they got to cut down on the
weight. But fast deploy.
You also have spots for your coffee cups to stick in there.
A lot of layers. It's got a ground pad already. Holes for fishing and stuff.
And they have some pretty heavy duty zippers. They're not YKK. But, you know, I mean, this is an extra thing that I wouldn't even expect anyways. So you get lots of storage. You get 2 of these, and then you get 1.
Fucking Noble Yarark.
Hardcloth material.
Card used to be
right, guys,
80 bucks.
So that's the Russian Bear tent. This is the UP2.
Damn, I'm fucking sharp, dude.
Right now, I believe this tent is
80 bucks top.
You might be able to
yeah, and you can put a little stove.
In the description.
Yeah, there's a little chimney right here.
I will say that I
can put a little stove, yeah, and it's really warm because it keeps the heat very well because it's so
when you're
well
not worried about weight, you can add all the bells and
padded, you know.
And they really
got multiple layers, 3-4 layers.
User friendliness, you're not going to find an easier tent to set up in the field. It's just, it's hands down simplicity.
Just like that.
So I would really give this tent like a 9 out of 10. The only drawback,
the fucking door too,
is going to be the weight. With this tent, I don't at all feel that I need to be delicate with it because it's such a heavy duty material that you can step on it, you can twist it, you can scrunch it up. You know, I'm not worried about rain or anything like that. So it's a great tent. Let me know what you guys think about this tent. Thanks for watching. Canadian Prepper out.
The best way to support this channel is
do that
insane tent, dude.
Actually, a metal piece. Sure, you could have that. Again, even though I'm sure that we don't burn our tent, this is a beauty.
Yeah, that's always the scariest part.
Burn our tent. This is a beauty.
You know, the fucking bullshit. This fire is in your tent. Like, if you have a floor, that means you have a material that should preferably be something that cannot burn. Something that cannot burn. You know, a special type of material. Or else you'll have a fucking hole in the tent.
You just stick on there like that. To do the easiest way to light a fire. Fire is life. So as you can see, you get a nice view out the side.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
It's called the Nomad View from Winterwell.
That is nice.
It not only adds lighting, it also adds a bit of ambiance. One thing you really want to pay attention to when you are in a wood stove tent like this is if you're doing it for prolonged periods of time, make sure that that smoke is going out the chimney. Because if it's not, you could get some really low grade carbon monoxide poisoning, and you'll notice you'll start to have a headache, you'll start to feel a little bit woozy. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you have a headache, it's likely due to carbon monoxide poisoning. You can see with this one here, the only downside to this is that we do have excess ventilation there with the heat in here. Another great use for snow is insulation. So if you have a tent like this and you want to add a, so all we're going to, and that's also going to, this is also going to blowing away here. It is very, very.
Just put the fucking snow. And, put the snow. Put the snow.
That I would even
peace out, Chuck. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, man.
And it provides attach. That's what I love about this tent.
All right, good video.
These are the hooks that they get.
I gotta go through all of this fucking content.
2020 has been a wake-up call for many Americans, showing how things can quickly take a turn for the worse. We experienced prosperity and calm for quite some time before this year, but we've quickly seen
welcome back.
One disaster or perceived calamity can cause panic.
Yeah, I like to look at the prepper videos because they will organize a collection. Oh, sorry.
A national incident could leave you on your own with no help coming.
Yeah, I like to watch preppers because they'll organize a collection of things that are useful, and some of them overdo it, and some of them, you know, don't do enough, or most of them overdo it, I think.
Much more than a week. In this video, we'll cover what you can expect.
Nice, very nice attack, Ellie.
For 90 days occurs, and how you can prepare now.
So I'm trying to find a setup. I found one yesterday that was really sweet. The biggest part of the setup, it was like that big, a little backpack. The biggest part of it was the water jug, and the rest was just utility. I found that really sharp, really small.
On a national or global scale can quickly turn neighbor against neighbor.
Like a lot of them, like neighbor against neighbor. I mean, you know, a lot of them will have like catastrophic Holocaust, nuclear zombie scenarios, and I'm like, come on, this is not realistic. You know, I respect it. Someone's got to prep for it, god damn it. But I'm really looking for something like here he's saying his neighbor might end up attacking him. No, dude. If your neighbor is in distress, you'll help him out. Everyone will bond together if there's a difficult time. That's much more reasonable and plausible. So what you actually want are barter items. Because barter items can be traded, right? Hey, oh, okay. I thought it said attack Ellie, but it says attack A. I thought you had a meme for me tonight. Attack. So we got this card here at 80 bucks, right? Goes down when it's reprinted a lot. It's really low right now. It's the lowest it's ever been. And you look at this graph, right? It's never been lower than this. Maybe during standard. And if even, it must have been 10 bucks in standard at least.
Disaster.
If I remember. Huge card, very strong card. Unique cards and its abilities. For Bont, it's a godsend. Right? Gives you these 3 colors and +1/+1 when you attack with your single beefy color. That's Bont. Bont is like that. Great card. If it would go lower though, I'd be definitely willing to pick some up for 10 bucks.
You will need to remain safe and survive. The first 3 days. Depending on the national disaster.
But this is the old one. That's not the one I want to see. I want to see the new one.
In the aftermath of a storm or an earthquake, this is a period where people are emerging from what is left of their shelters and making sure they are unscathed. If it's a disaster like a national power outage, most people are still relatively calm. We put a great deal of faith in our government, public services, guard, and military to restore.
This one to me looks a little weird. I don't know why.
The period of calm can last for about 2 days. After that, things begin to reveal how broken they really are.
It's just a little...
Stores that cannot process credit...
Little woo, a little wah, little whoa.
And banks that cannot process deposits...
I'll feel it.
...stop functioning. Just-in-time delivery services that replenish grocery and pharmacy inventories can't do so, and shortages of some items...
That's a newer one. It was 10 bucks. It was 10 bucks.
Exacerbates the problem.
Damn.
After 72 hours, people will begin to realize that
that's crazy, dude.
Systems will not be restored. The stress level of the community.
Even at this price, it's a great buy. It's a great purchase.
Haven't looted yet. It will surely begin by the 3rd day, as those who fail to prepare will desperately try to grab up the resources.
Let's check these again.
If you have prepared, you can avoid being caught up in this danger.
And I'm gonna go take a shower.
If you have not,
because I need a shower big time.
Stuck with the herd making runs on stores. Likely, the will not be.
He's not gonna do it again. It was a mistake, I think.
Will be established, perhaps even martial law. What should you know about and do in the first 72 hours? Your first 24 hours is a little bit of a golden window for you to act. You'll need to decide if you're going to shelter in place or bug out. You should immediately fill every container you have with water in the likelihood that pumping stations will cease to operate. Your water may be gravity fed with those enormous tanks you see on the hillsides around your town.
The collapse.
Those will not be replenished in a prolonged
That's quite the concept.
duration. If possible, you should gas up your vehicle. Within the first 24 hours, if you need to go to the store, do so with cash if there's any supplies you need to top off. But again, only do this if you have no other option, as it is likely that people will be in a state of panic. So don't plan on this being your primary plan if you fail to prepare. Evaluate according
Interesting
to
video,
the knowledge
definitely.
of your local stores. In the first 48 hours, you should check in with your mutual assistance group if you've established these types of relationships. If you live in an apartment
Sorry, buddy. Mutual assistance group.
complex, you should
Sorry.
coordinate a floor or building meeting.
Going a little far. Hey, Jen, you remember that time when we talked about the zombie apocalypse, nuclear war?
Apps like
It's now.
that utilize
Pack up your things, we're
will
ready.
still allow you to communicate with others or get news.
You know
CB or ham radios can provide you with critical communication abilities. A CB should be
They're like, laugh all you want, Charles. You won't be laughing when it's happening.
your prepping supplies because they are very affordable and vital to communication capabilities.
You won't be
You should
laughing.
also monitor your emergency radio channels to assess the extent and area radius of the disaster and base your decisions on this information.
Okay, I'm out.
If you have a police scanner, you can monitor the chatter.
Thanks for passing by.
How the disaster's aftermath is unfolding.
See you
Give too much
tomorrow,
credibility
maybe.
to
Probably.
word-of-mouth rumors and gossip.